Hey there, everybody. Ram Dean here with you in the FN studios. This is Fight News Now. Coming up in the next hour, Robin Black joins me to discuss the latest news in mixed martial arts as the Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier drama continues. Plus, John Pollock and myself sit down with Misha Tate, and we'll have an exclusive interview with Patrick Cote. All that and more in this edition of Fight News Now, and it starts right now. Happy to be joined by my pal Robin Black, and everybody was anticipating the return of Jon Jones. This rematch with Daniel Cormier, some believe would be the greatest, one of the greatest rematches maybe in all of mixed martial arts, because we know how talented Daniel Cormier is. We know the team that he trains with breeds champions. He couldn't do it the first time. You did a breakdown. You saw how exciting this rematch was going to be. Cormier out. OSPN, the fans are ticked off, and I can understand why, because we're anticipating maybe a different Jon Jones, and you need a worthy competitor. I'm not saying that OSP isn't a worthy competitor, just other people are saying OSP isn't a worthy competitor.
Hey, there's a lot going on in this one. Okay, the fight is off, guys, but the Twitter fight is not off. Yeah. These guys still hate each other, and what's the deal there? Number one, why are we so interested? Like, Donald Trump is popular because he does stuff like this. And I'm not sure it's a great thing for us culturally to sit there. Maybe we identify with it. That guy said that about me. Well, I'm going to say this. It doesn't make conflicts better. It doesn't make you get along with your wife better. It doesn't make you handle conflicts at work better. Nothing. But somehow we still enjoy seeing it.
Sells pay-per-views better.
Does sell pay-per-views better. It definitely does that. But for Jon Jones, listen, man, every second, we were talking about this with Cormier, that Cormier is distracted by the audience, and he's distracted. Brian Stan said he can't win, and all these things, or was picking Jones to win, so he got distracted. Now Jones has to fight a man named Ovens, not a man named Daniel. It's got to fight a man named Ovens in not that long of a time. It's easy to underestimate people that are lower down on the list than everybody you fought for the last 3 or 4 years. It's easy to do that while getting distracted by a Daniel Cormier telling him to take out his tampon or whatever they're on about now. But you can't be distracted. The times when the greats lose to people that are lower than them in the rankings is when they take their eye off the ball.
The problem is, when you look back at Jon Jones, and we've heard it for years and years and years, like when the time he first became the light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones is doing all these things he shouldn't be doing. He's distracted, he's partying, he's getting himself involved in illicit substances. Still, Jon Jones was able to go out and send Lyoto Machida into a heap. He beat Rampage, he beat Daniel Cormier, he beat Alexander Gustafsson, he brutalized Glover Teixeira, all by being distracted. So I think most viewers, when people are objective about it, they say, well, he was preparing for Daniel Cormier. He understood that Daniel Cormier is one of the most legitimate challenges he's going to have throughout his career. OSP is not that type of guy. Just go out, fight your default setting, the way that we know Jon Jones can fight, and he'll be just fine. Is that not correct?
Is Jon Jones going to win that fight?
Yes, he is.
Jon Jones is probably going to win that fight. Jon Jones would likely win that fight 950 times out of 1,000 or 980 times. But if Jon Jones goes in there and says, this is the easiest guy I've ever had. Man, this fight's just got way easier. Man, what's he going to do to me? That is when George has told us the story, and many other people, the day he fell to Matt Serra. And the key thing was, I'm George St. Pierre. I'm the greatest fighter ever. If you believe that, and you know with 100% certainty you're going to win the fight no matter what, you're going to train that hard? You're going to mentally focus? Are you going to get the game plan together? Are you going to be in physical, mental, emotional, every shape to win it? Well, you better be, because Matt Serra is going to be firing overhand rights at you. And OSP is going to do the same thing. Will I tell you to bet on OSP? Absolutely not. Is OSP going to win the fight? Probably not. But he can win the fight. He can absolutely win the fight. And Jon Jones has to have that in the front of his mind.
For Daniel Cormier, you talk about the Twitter beefs, and these guys are still trying to create a storyline, because we have a feeling once Daniel Cormier gets himself back into fight-ready shape, he'll challenge most likely Jon Jones somewhere down the road. And I think when you are objective and you look at the light heavyweight division, Jon Jones has essentially defeated everybody worth noting at 205 pounds. So it's going to be difficult, especially with all these rematches, to sell big number pay-per-views when you've already defeated somebody. Now, with the fight with Alexander Gustafsson, I think it might be a little bit easier because that fight was so close. Same with this fight with Daniel Cormier. We all believe that Daniel Cormier lost that fight, that Jon Jones was in control, but at least Cormier can say, you know, there are certain things I didn't do in that first fight. Jon Jones didn't take me out. I lost because of me. Now, you know, of course, having your training partners being former champions, you now have a better understanding of what it takes to push through the pain so you can sell a big pay-per-view like this. I don't know, can Jon Jones do that with Glover Teixeira in a rematch? Can he do it with Rashad? Can he do it with OSP? Can he do it with Ryan Bader? I don't know. I think when it comes to selling fights, that's what this game's all about. This Cormier one is the biggest one of the 205-pound lot.
I agree with like 99 out of 100% of everything you just said. The one thing I disagree with is that Jones and Cormier on any level are trying to sell this fight.
Right.
I think they just hate each other.
Right.
I think they hate each other. When that name puts at DC_Cormier comes up, it's like, that bitch, oh, I can't believe he's doing that. And he types something back real fast. And then when Daniel looks at it, he's like, oh man, Johnny Bones it. And they are getting angry. They're getting emotional. That's very interesting to watch. As a culture, we're more and more interested in that all the time. I don't know if it's reality TV that started us down this road, but we're interested in it. Which
I find strange. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I will tell you, I would be more offended at Jon Jones for kicking me in my face than I would if he called me a little wimp.
Yeah, I mean, that's because you're thinking logically. These men are acting like emotionally, like just stimulus response animals. If I poke that thing, it gets mad and it pokes me back. And they can easily tell you, if you ask either one of them, that it's absolutely, positively the other guy's fault entirely. That's what children do. And I'm not criticizing these two brilliant athletes. I'm an enormous fan of both people. This is just something what's happening in our culture, and we all watch it. And then when we discuss it after, when somebody will say the worst things about Ronda Rousey, a human being, just put her down and insult her. And you'll say, how can anyone say that? They'll go, well, did you see what she did? We're not just response animals. We don't just respond to things. We're trying to learn how to develop as human beings. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we're just going to sit around and be entirely entertained by the fact that two of the greatest athletes in the world hate each other. I don't know, man. This is a reflection. We're seeing it in every sport, in every art, in every walk of life. We respond to that right now. And I don't think this is a very great thing about humankind. I just don't.
Now, do you believe, if we switch focus from the 205-pound championship, now Daniel Cormier is out, OSP now going to be fighting Jon Jones in that main event spot at 197. If we switch focus to the 170-pound fight that's going to headline UFC 200 between Conor McGregor and Nathan Diaz, are these guys, is it more than just selling a fight? Do these guys not like each other? Or do they have a better understanding of everything? Say, okay, we're going to fight no matter what. That's going to happen. The cage door is going to close. You're going to punch me. I'm going to do my best to avoid you punching me, and I'm going to try to punch you. In the meantime, why don't we sell the hell out of this fight? I don't care what you say. You say what you're going to say. I'm going to respond, and when we get our check at the end of UFC 200, it's going to be better. It's going to be bigger than it would have been if we didn't say anything at all.
I think there's more of that with these two guys. Nate Diaz is not, people do not realize just how smart this guy is. You develop intelligence by any number of ways. You can go read books, you can go to college, lots of stuff. Nate Diaz has developed an odd kind of emotional intelligence that's super authentic to him. Going through life going, I don't care who these guys are. I'll fight any of these guys. I don't care what they say. My crew is tougher. These are all his authentic beliefs. But he's like, yo, man, I don't know why they're giving this guy a rematch. He believes that, but he's also going to make $3, $4, $5, $6 million. So Nate Diaz is probably pretty happy with what's going on, but he's authentically Nate Diaz, and he always will be. I believe, with hindsight being 2020, that Nate Diaz, his default, you can't shake me, shook Conor. He was trying to shake this kid. He was trying to push him. And Nate Diaz is like, do you know how many people have played these games with me? I do not care. I think it's McGregor who needs to make the adaptation and understand you will will not shake Nate Diaz. You want to do something that'll make yourself feel better. You want to do something to be authentically yourself. You want to do something to sell the fight and make some money, do it. But you ain't shaking Nate Diaz.
Well, I have a feeling UFC 200 could be bigger than the first fight, man, oh man, Conor McGregor, Nathan Diaz, 170 pounds. We are going to get you set for all the action that is set to go down in Zagreb, Croatia. The former heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos taking on Big Ben Rothwell. Tune into our 1-hour preview show this Thursday, April 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern.